Hello, welcome to the Everton News Daily. According to Fabrizio Romano, Genoa are in talks with Everton, or discussions with Everton, over defender Ben Godfrey. The interesting thing to this is Genoa are owned by 777, who are trying to buy Everton currently. If Little Dicky Masters will give an answer to that one. Godfrey is available for either a loan or a permanent deal. He's got 18 months left on his deal at Goodison Park. He's quite clearly fourth choice centre-back. Milan have been credited with an interest in him as well. And Leeds and Sheffield United were also looking at the centre-back. He's fallen down the pecking order at Goodison Park, and clearly it looks as though Everton are happy for him to go. There's no clarification yet on whether Genoa will be buying the player, so we'll have to see. It will be interesting if they do come in with a bid, though, because I think Everton are just looking at ways to get money in, and that might give them an opportunity to strengthen before the transfer window closes in a week's time. So Ben Godfrey, the subject of interest from Italy. Sheffield United, who I just mentioned then, have an interest in Ben Godfrey, but they've still remain interested in taking Everton's Mason Holgate on loan for the rest of the season. This deal looked like it was going to be done last week before there was a last-minute snag over money. Everton wanted payment. Holgate then went back to Southampton, where he was substitute at the weekend for them. But there is an element of hope at Sheffield that they can get that deal done before the deadline. They're currently trying to strengthen their squad, and they've identified someone as Holgate as someone who can help them in their fight for survival. Sean Dyche reiterated the fact that Everton did not fail PSR because of signing players. It was something he said last week. It's been repurposed this week. And it is an interesting one because you do see across the media and certain ex-pros, parroting this thing that Everton have overspent on players and have continued to sign players. But the numbers are actually very, very different. Chris Beasley of The Echo's done an excellent piece on this one. But player trading is not the reason why Everton failed PSR. A couple of the facts for it are Everton are third bottom in the Premier League for net spending over the last 5 years. A net spend of 24.76. Only Luton have spent less, and Brighton, of course, as well. In a 3-year period from 21-22 onwards, Everton are second bottom. 63.47 million brought into the club in income. Everton have recorded a positive PSR for every season since the 2019-20 season. And they've improved their PSR every year in this period as well, which does highlight that this story is very much not what is being reported. The Premier League and some client journalists, as well as some ex-pros, are peddling the story that it's because Everton have simply gone out and signed more players than they should have done. It isn't the case. Those numbers there are in black and white. They are facts. Third bottom for net spend in the Premier League for 5 years. Positive PSR for every season in that period as well, and have improved the player trading every single season. You only have to look at the squad that Everton had 3 or 4 years ago to see how much they've cut their cloth accordingly, which is exactly what PSR is supposed to be about. Some people don't want to hear there's a war, so Everton lost a ton of money. Some people don't want to hear that there was a global pandemic which altered things. Yes, a lot of other clubs, it was altered for them as well, of course it was. But it was altered for Everton at a time when dealing with the war as well, which lost big sponsors, stadium naming rights, etc., etc. Oh, and also building a stadium as well, which costs a lot of money, in case some of these people haven't realised. When you look at the basic numbers and you look at what PSR has been put in place for, these numbers are quite clear. Everton have tried to improve their PSR and have improved their PSR every single season since the 2019-20 season. So put that in your pipe and smoke it, Mr. Masters. Finally, Everton's under-21s are playing Benfica at Walton Hall Park tonight. Starting for Everton is Ashley Young and Lewis Dobbin. and Yusuf Chimiti. All three are in the starting lineup. And also Reece Welsh as well. He is back from a loan period at Forest Green Rovers. Everton haven't decided whether or not to send him out on loan to a different club for the second half of the season. But Reece Welsh in action in the Premier League International Cup at Walton Hall Park tonight against Benfica. It's live on Everton's YouTube channel if you're watching this while the game is still on. There you go. Thanks for watching. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. And don't forget to check out the Conor Cody interview as well on the More Than a Game channel. Thanks for watching. See you later.